Welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me,
how you going? Little pound cake, Diego here.
Pound cake, Diego hitting in the screen.
Trying to get in here real quick.
Just
these wheels.
We're having some technical difficulties with our chairs here.
Chair difficulties. All right, we're here. All right.
Well done, Diego. We made it. So we got another match for you. Round 2 of this first week in One Piece Championship Series. Really looking forward to showing the case in this one. We got Ver on Yamato?
No, we have Ver on RP Luffy here.
RP Luffy, okay. He's going to be at the top of the table here. And at the bottom of the table, we're going to have...
We have McJeffsky playing another green-yellow Yamato, but a different variant this time, yeah.
All right, popular deck with him here.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to see any lore implications with Luffy attacking Yamato? I don't believe they actually got to fight in the show.
No, I don't think so. I think the only cards that have lore implications when it comes down to it are some of the newer BAGWA cards that are coming out in 7 with Luffy.
Okay.
I think also there is an Enel card that is stifled by any Luffy character cards that are on the board as well.
Excellent. So I love that.
That is pretty great.
That. I'm made of rubber. You can't lightning me. All right, let's get in the deck. So what is Ver trying to do with his red-purple Luffy deck?
So let's see. RP Luffy, we have an interesting leader here. Unlike most of the leaders, if not the double color leaders and everything, he is actually only at 3 life, which sounds pretty rough, and it is kind of rough. But when you add the caveat of him being at 6k natural every time, it is dangerous. A lot of what Ver wants to do with this deck is kind of hold off till you get to the late game, ramp that energy really quick so he can start putting out huge bodies that increase his base stat so he can just be a giant tall body sitting on that board, defending at that tall status as well, and just wrecking house.
All right. Fill out the board. Red is normally, from what in the beginning, was the rush type deck. Is this a rush type deck?
Not so much. There's not a terrible amount of rush in this deck. We have, I think, 1 rush card, but it is not actually a red card. It is in the purple Kaido that he plays, which is also a finisher.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, a lot of what like the red in this deck was mostly for searching out a lot of your stuff, defense. Red has probably one of the strongest defense cards with Radical Beam. It's a 1 cost, 4k defense if you're at 2 life or less.
Oh wow!
Which is just being a 3 life leader, you take 1 hit and it's on board.
It's already on board. Yeah. All right. So the cards are the life actually enables this deck. I noticed we also have the God mode Nika Luffy in the flesh here.
We have the OP05 Secret Rare Monkey D. Luffy in 5th gear form. A wild tech in this deck. I think Luffy's on playability is on play. You get rid of all of your Dawn. You wipe your board, but you keep that Luffy on board and you get to take an extra turn.
Oh, wow. Extra turns being huge in Magic the Gathering. A huge mechanic. I just love to see this.
Oh, yeah, and with a 12k body on board, it is definitely a resource starve when you pull this turn. It is, and it caught me by surprise when I was playing Ver. He got me. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously, those at home might be thinking, okay, if he's going to go Nika mode, is there any chance of this Yamato deck? Let's go to the Yamato deck. What do you think of this strategy and what it wants to do against this Luffy deck?
Try to bust it down as fast as it can.
Absolutely.
Aggression. Because once you let Luffy gets into the late game and starts putting down those big bodies that buff it, give it more defense, it is a uphill battle. Because, again, Yamato, if you're not swinging those big, tall, if you're swinging it big and tall, you're not developing a board. Okay,
that makes sense. I was going to ask, like, the double strike and the double kill attack ability from Yamato here, wouldn't that be an advantage against Luffy, only being at 3 life?
A little bit. Again, with the 6k, it's an investment for her to have to get to that, to those numbers, and being a 6k, it's easier for the Luffy to counter out of stuff.
Absolutely.
So again, it's a gamble. Yeah, you get those 2 cards, but then they have 2 extra cards to just do stuff because this meta is already solved. Because people like to look at what Japan is doing, and again, it is for the most part solved. The only difference is that we have a bigger play pool here, and the other side of the world, but we're playing with ratios at this point.
Absolutely.
We know what's good. We know what people are putting in their decks. Now we're just messing with ratios. What feels good to you? What feels good? when you're playing through your matches, maybe you don't like having the 3 off. It's too much. It's clunky. You go with 2.
Okay. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's the same thing in Magic. Usually we try to max out at 4 just to ensure that we do see those drops that we want to see. Yeah. We're going to post the little in the chat for you if you want to check this deck out for yourself. In the videos on YouTube, we will be posting those down below, so you'll be able to get access to these deck lists before we get there. But if you want to look along to see what might be played from either player, go ahead and take a look at those links. Check it out and follow along with us. We're going to get into the next round 2, Ver versus McJeffsky. Here we go. All right. Top McJeffsky at the same place, representing that amazing Yamato double striker and the 3 life red purple Luffy. Let's get into the gameplay.
I think was it this week? Ver picked up those. I forget what brand they are, but they are the cornerless sleeves.
Yeah,
they feel really nice to shuffle. Really good action on those.
I never really mentioned this before, but the Bandai cardstock that they're using for this is on point.
It's wild. Oh man! So my Vankov deck is double sleeved. Doesn't need to be.
No, it really doesn't. It is the versatility, the roughness of these things. It's really easy to keep them in near mint condition. I especially love that his is in this case here, really showing the love that he has for this Yamato. Is this one of the more expensive Yamato arts?
Oh yeah, this is the alternate art Yamato. So we have the base rarity, which is kind of like a full body image, and for most sets they've kind of been going different art styles. We had the big close up faces in first set, second set.
Yeah.
Then we had like a kind of like a monochrome design in 3. And in 4, we had the silhouettes of like the character with like the cronies behind them, which are really cool.
Absolutely.
And then back to 5, we come back to the big faces again. Except unlike in 1 and 2, the big faces are different artists, whereas opposed in the past it was screen caps from the manga.
Okay, excellent. I like that. I do love the manga arts.
Yeah, they are pretty neat. I mean, I'm glad that they got a Vankov. If anyone's gonna have a big face card, it's gonna be a Vankov.
Love the sportsmanship. We haven't even started yet. You're already congratulating each other. Thank you very much for showing that. It's all this story is about. Tremendous amount of sportsmanship.
I was just say, if there's these 2 players probably have enough sportsmanship to fuel the East Coast. Bachevsky and Ver are very infectious with how positive they are.
Wow! All right, first coming in for double strike.
Yeah, there we go. So so it's 8, but again, because Ver is a 6K leader, he can get out of those attacks a little bit easier than it would someone with 5. So
So do you think he just plays more defensively in the first few turns versus loading up his board?
Yes, you want to play defensively and kind of load up that board. Use these cards to ramp. So again, Ver is on the draw turn. So he used that Thunder BAGWA, gave him an extra 4K. And now he's playing the Mr. 2 Secret Rare Bonclay, the hot card this set right now for everybody. On play gets to ramp a card, and then whatever character that he has on the board opposite of him, that Bonclay can copy that attack.
Really?
So it gives your opponent the heaves to play something big and tall, because then you're scared because that thing is so small, it's just going to keep smacking me.
Yeah, so is that blocker either?
No, it's unfortunately not blocker. So here we go.
Here we go.
We have McJeffsky throwing, what was that, a 7K? Obviously, Ver getting out of it with the 2K. Don't like seeing the Radical Beam used just for a 2K, but you got to use it. You got to use it.
It's got to keep those life points here. And why do we get an auto rest card? What's going on here?
So here we have, it's a special effect. We have Mihawk. And Mihawk is one of the new characters from the Sanji Zoro starter deck.
Okay.
And on play, I believe you can then play another card that's 4 or less / or I believe Muggy Kingdom, something along those lines. But just the nice part of it is just that it is a 4K body you can bring out that just has a / attribute.
Okay.
In this case,
it has to come into play rested.
It has to come into play rested, but still, it is a free body.
All right. But vulnerable to swings in the first attack here. All right. I like the way that board state really building up on Yamato's side here. Let's get back in the gameplay.
Because I think that is what McJeffsky is going to want to do in this matchup. He wants to build a large board and just keep pummeling him so he can use those big cost defense cards. So Ver has to get out of, again, instead of using that Radical Beam for a big 4K defense, he had to use it for a 2K defense.
Okay. All right, 2.
So here we go. We got Ver copying the the cracker attack for the 5K and adding 2 on for the big 7K swing.
Oh, he's going to defend it with a double jump.
He's going to defend it, yeah, because
keep that cracker alive.
That's like because that cracker also, with 1 Dawn attached to him, he also has the ability for double attack if the Yamato's life is lower than the opponent. It's not going to be live for a little bit, but we're
getting there. We got 9K coming in. Oh, he definitely want to get Cracker off the board.
Exactly.
Charlotte Cracker going to the graveyard, the discard pile. Trash pile.
Yeah, with 3 life, you do not want to see 2 double attacks coming your way.
Can imagine not. That is where that double strike really can put a punishing to that 3 life.
And so now, Jesse has some questions for him to do, so he can easily take care of that Bonclay because, unfortunately, it is still a 1K on the defense. So that Mihawk can take care of it easy peasy.
Okay. Imagine that's exactly where he's going to put his resources. Manage the board state. Another important aspect of One Piece. You got to manage how many characters that they have out there on that board to make sure that they don't get 3-4 swings like we saw you do. And that last one is just take the game into your favor. 3.
Yeah, here we go. He is guaranteeing that KO on that. A little bit expensive, knowing that the fact that it is still at the 1, I believe. I'm not sure if it has the 5 on the defense as well.
All right, so we put in the rest. It looks like 2 Dawn, maybe.
So I think
here we got a defense.
I think it was just the 1, so he's at 6 so again.
Okay.
So because he's at 6, instead of having to 2K out, it's just a 1K out.
Wow. And then we got another play with another cracker back in the field. Who is this?
And it looks like we have Arlong and another cracker play.
Wow.
Arlong, I believe, has an ability. You discard a card, you can stop a character or leader from attacking the next turn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know if he attempted that, though. Pardon me. That is not an Arlong. That is another Mihawk to do the Mihawk Cracker combo again, which is why he had.
Yeah, I can see the little blade here.
Pardon me.
Crossblade.
The Sunganika shining bright on us tonight.
This one. I wonder if we're going to see a Sunganika show in here.
Possibly
really interesting. Yeah. 10 full on. Could be a late game turn of resources. I can't wait to see how this thing plays out.
I was like, if I did get, I think I was up for the final game. It was me and Ver, but for the sake of stream
allowing other people
quality,
to
we wanted more people to be on there. You don't want to see another Ivan RP Luffy match. Also, I didn't want to get cooked on camera.
That's not really a good choice. Wow. All right,
here we go.
Newgate.
So these are the big bodies you don't want to get to when you're playing RP Luffy. So Edward Newgate, a dangerous body.
Absolutely. And what are we doing here with the dice here?
So 9 costs on play. He has several effects. He will give your leader 2K bonus, and that is on attack and on the defense for up to the next turn.
It's a total of 8K.
So Ver is now sitting at a whopping 8K for the defense, which makes it that much harder for Jeff to even get close to scratching.
Oh, wow. He's kind of dedicating now 3 of his Dawn just to get the equal.
Just to get even close to the 1K block.
Yeah. And then you have to worry about the easy 1K blocks. I've realized he hasn't discarded a lot in his trash pile here, so he's got a full grip of resources on his side of the field. We'll see how this plays out. Get back to the gameplay. All right, moving over. It looks like he's going to build his board state.
Yep, and that's kind of where you want to be with this. You kind of just like I can't swing into this without giving up a lot of momentum right now. So I just got to build the momentum. So then next turn, either answer it or you're getting hit with a lot of stuff.
A lot of deep in the tank here. I remember watching this match from the side here. I noticed that both players really wanted to play each one of these steps with absolute precision, in order to make sure that they played each turn, not allowing them to be vulnerable to attacks from either side. Obviously, Luffy more concerned about his life and that double striker, but also now in that curve that you said that he didn't want to be in, he's playing against these 10K, 12K type drops coming from the red-purple Luffy.
And he's been early into this because, he is using his leader ability to ramp, and I believe he can add an extra Dawn at like the 3 and 8, something in between there. So he is just going fast, and he's probably already at 9 or 10, and Jeff's probably still at 6 or 7 right now.
Wow. It's So don't worry, they're still playing. This is just them deep in the tank.
It's the deep tank. You know, for a lot of the people coming into the scene, you know, a lot of people came in fourth, fifth set, stuff like that. They weren't around for the heyday of the white bearded leader, which is also another 6K. So it's a different strategy. You got to account for certain things. You got to do extra math.
Absolutely.
I always give her a hard time whenever he pops out the RP Luffy or the white bear. I'm like, I can't count that high, Ver. I gotta take my shoes off. Yeah, exactly. I know how to count for 5. You give me one more, I'm out.
I'm out. Came in for an attack, got one from the Charlotte Cracker.
Yeah, so
getting in the exact 8K to hit the leader, get a hit point life here.
So, but unfortunately, because McJeff is at a higher life account, he does not get that double attack. So here we go. We have developing some more buys. That Holy Ohm combo we were talking about.
Yep.
It's pretty nasty.
Saw this on the field so much when I was watching around the other tables.
Oh yeah, it's a dangerously good combo because again, you get 2 5K swings, and then eventually, if you get to the point where the Ohm is still on the board and you have 2 life, that Ohm is buffed to 6.
Oh, good grief! All right, so we got what is this? Total 8K coming.
A big 8K swing into Luffy.
Easy block.
But again, yeah, it's a big investment for a little 1K.
Yeah, 1K out of the hand. And not much of the resources being used by Ver here. Just it looks like, I'm pretty sure he's got a full grip. I can't wait till we get the better camera angle here. We'll be able to see their hands and see how big these things are.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if we ever see a white beard play, you'll see a huge hand.
Yeah,
they love to just have a little 20 card hand ready to just be like, okay, go ahead, hit me with big numbers.
Right now we're rolling into this absolute HE Hockey 6 I had to work with here when the battery was so overheated from the first match. I could barely get a minute of coverage per on and off. So I was having the lovely time of just click on, click on, click off. Nika was just laughing at me the whole way.
Yeah, here we have, Ver just thinking about exactly what he's going to do, how he's going to make it hard on Jeff to get to that big number that he wants to sit at. Whether it be another new gate, other things like that. But the thing you risk with playing the new gate is, you don't have a lot of energy left afterwards. So you all your events are dry in the water. So you got a big 10K swing. Let's see what he's swinging into.
That's a lot to have to defend with.
Yeah, he's swinging into life. Yep. So it's going to try to make him sweat a little bit. I think, is Jeff at 2 or is he at 3?
I believe he's at 2. Yes, because I saw the 2 that he had all 4 life counters actually.
Yes, that's not great. So
here we go.
There we go. There's the Sun God himself, blinded. Wow. We got the big 10 drop. So on play,
Sun God Nika coming in, blinding our screen. Oh, thank God we got off the glare so we can just show off the glory.
Yep. So on play, I believe you get to ramp 1 Dawn extra, and then you eliminate your own board.
Okay.
But you do get the extra turn. So for this turn, he is getting that extra Dawn, and he is swinging for a big 7.
Good grief. That extra turn, just getting 2 extra swings. This could put McJeffsky into a situation he's not going to be able to come back from.
So
he's defending it.
McJeffsky is blocking that big hit. So he is blocking the 7 with an 8. So now we are on Ver's next turn, his free turn.
Okay.
So he should have a total, if I'm doing my math correct, he might, I want to say 4 Dawn available to him.
Okay. Yep, because the reset happened when Sun God Nika hit the battlefield here. Fifth.
A big 12K body. Hard to block with anything. Looks like he is throwing it into the cracker.
Getting that off the board.
Making sure that he is it's probably whittling down the board so he knows I can block X attacks,
Oh, he's just cleaning the board up here. Hey, we got ourselves another subscriber, or another follower.
Oh, Preston.
Thank you.
Thank you, my man.
Setting us up in that new follower goal of 90, which I think will reset next time we're on the channel. But thank you for getting us one step closer.
All right, let's go.
We like to set our standards a little bit lower so when we succeed, it just feels that much better. But thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Let's see.
Hody Jones.
Here we got the Hody Jones.
Turning the corner on his side.
Majeski going. And I believe it looks like, Majeski lost the 2 bodies on board. He's bringing out the Hody. He's stuck up the Holy and the Ohm to start doing business.
All right.
So he's debating. He's like, okay, do I invest 2 7s? So he's asking Ver, do you have 2Ks?
All right, here comes the first swing, 7K.
Oh, and it's actually an 8 because he gets the 1K boost from having 2 life or less.
All right.
So Ver having to give up, I believe, 3K in counter right now, which is a tricky number, a sticky number, a number you don't like to see. You know, you want to just give the 1 card.
Yeah. Still in the tank to see if he wants to give it up. I haven't seen anything hit the trash yet.
Yep.
No,
there we go. He's going to take it.
Coming in for the next one.
Another 7 to face. This is just a 7, so he can get out of it with a 2K. See what does Ver do.
Man, it's getting down to like 30 seconds. This battery was overheating like crazy. We get 30 seconds of content between each one.
There we go. We got Fernosuke 2K. Fernosuke, pretty interesting card. Also, 5K, 4K body, kind of like that Yamato we saw that last round. It is a rush card. It's a bit of an expensive rush card. You don't see it happen very often. Yeah.
Guaranteed to have to invest on into it to get that attack.
We got another 6, and we got a 1K out of that.
Okay.
And then we have the Hody Jones coming in for a big 8.
See if he defends it here. Nope. The life guy's out there. He took the life.
He took it, so we're down at nothing. So
this is the turn he has to turn the corner in his favor.
So for Ver, he has to turn the corner, figure out a way to get out of an attack, put a blocker down, eliminate the board, or just destroy him.
Yeah. First strike coming in. Imagine it's the leader. Going to get an easy hit. There's 1 life. Got to really dodge it because the yellow is really good about being able to recycle that life, as we've seen in other games. Sometimes when they flip over that little counter, they're able to swap that with another life counter. So that math is really tricky when you're playing against yellow.
So we're seeing here, seeing Ver.
Queen.
We got a
What's
queen
going to do to the board here?
We have a queen blocker. So queen is one of the starter deck blockers. One of the reasons that Kaido deck you have is so expensive.
Oh, okay.
It's a 5 cost 6K blocker. If you minus 1 Dawn, you can draw 2 and discard 1.
Oh, excellent.
So he is cycling his hand to make sure he's got enough defenses for whatever's coming up.
Yeah. It's a shame we got to see Shanks in the yard here, too.
So here you go.
So he's going to go for cleanup. All right. So he's got a blocker, going to clean up the board state. Interesting, he took Sun God Nika into his life counter here and didn't try to clean up on the other attackers like Hody Jones or...
Again, because it could be that he is trying to stress McJeffsky into swinging into that Nika.
Okay.
To think like, oh, if I don't get rid of that, I don't have it next turn.
Absolutely.
But
he's got 3 attackers, plenty of Dawn to get over this. We've got 1 blocker with 3 attackers, plenty of Dawn for each one of them to get through.
Oh, yeah. This is a pretty sticky place to be for Ver. Let's see how it goes for him. But again, McJeffsky doing what he needs to do, getting all those bodies and just stressing multiple attacks. You know, even if he's just, there you go. We got 2K out of that, and we get another 1K. Because remember, the Ohm is at an 8. We got another 8.
Okay. Needs 3. Needs 3 to block this.
Looks like we have it.
Okay. Another block. Hody Jones. Is Hody going to go after Nika? Sun God Nika?
No, I definitely feel.
I think he's going to go for Cat.
If you're McJeffsky, you're going for life. Okay. Because now you want to stress: do you have the counter, or are you going to get rid of that blocker? And he's still got another 5 Dawn for a 10K swing.
Okay.
So we got Ver. He is using the Radical Beam, so that brings him up to 10K because he's got no life. And remember, that's the tricky thing, because when you are seeing these decks and you see that one Dawn, you have to account for these cards. You got to be like, I have to respect that he's got 4K encounter. I got to swing at least 9.
Absolutely. So now the only thing left here, he's got to load up the rest of his Dawn, maybe on Yamato, to try and get the end kill here.
If I remember,
a blocker too.
Yeah, it's tough because so Mifcheski's going for the 5-7 split, so he's going for a 7K, but it's kind of shooting himself in the foot because now he can't attack with that Yamato.
Yeah, Yamato's offline now. Yo, surviving the turn, fair, nicely done. I can't believe able to fight through all of that and all those resources.
So we got a 12k in the life.
Yep.
There we go. And then the rest
going in for all they just stacked up all the Don. He just threw all 10 on there. It's like, block this.
I forget what in the early days we called it X Factor it.
X Factor. Wow, they're putting in a powerful start. Well done.
Yeah, that's the stickiness of that, because again, you have to account for those big counter cards. You have to see what they're holding up. Like okay, I have to respect that. Mm-hmm. And I believe even with the spread that McJeffsky had, I don't think it was going to go through, because even if he threw 9 with the Hody Jones, you just block with the queen, and then Jeff's got 4 Dawn to use. Only bringing him up to 9, perfect with that Radical Beam, bringing him up to 10. So it was his game regardless.
That was a brilliant.
Unfortunately, Jeff just didn't have the answer.
Sorry, Jesky. It was a well played, well thought out. That surprise for me getting that rush in there. Like, I legitimately thought he would have had it, but unfortunately, having to invest so much, you're again showcasing how that 6K can make that math in the late game so critical.
And it's definitely like one of those matchups where, again, the more practice you have in it, the more when you figure out that strategy, thank you kindly. It's easier. You'll kind of get to it, but sometimes they just have it.
Absolutely. And sometimes in the Magic the Gathering, make them have it. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to transition just shortly to give the start of Air and his reward him for that beautiful Game 1 victory, representing that star. So I know another interesting thing before we get started in here, the McJeffsky lost, so he gets choice. Mm-hmm. And it looks like here we're going to see a start from Monkey, Luffy, and gave it to Ver. Why do you think he would choose to let Ver start this game?
The only thing I can think of really is, as Yamato, you want to be the aggressor into him. If you put him on the first turn, you're setting him up to have that perfect curve into the white beard and things like that. Not sure what the thought was into this. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe Jeff needed some more cards he wants to see more cards to defend a little bit better. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, he does get the extra draw cards. I mean, there's the advantage of passing it, but not often will you ever see this in Magic the Gathering that someone would give up the play and giving it into an important 6K like this and allowing them to get on that board first. That seems a little dangerous, and he got rewarded being able to go first with this one drop Nami here. Something I don't remember seeing too many counts of his 1-drops. Yeah, so in his opening 5 was able to start.
Yeah, usually you give up the play for because it just facilitates your curve better. Mm-hmm. But from the looks of it, most of McJeffsky's cards were odd. I mean, I guess the Holy Ohm, it's an even curve combo, which would work for him. So here we go. We're starting things off.
Curious about what happened that turn. It didn't look like he hit him at all with his leader on the Nami play. All right, here we go. 8K coming at him. So again, we're going to see 3.
There we go.
3 to the discard pile, protecting that double swing.
We got Ver's turn coming up.
And notice he didn't attack. Is there a reason he didn't attack on that turn?
Was it
it was turn 3 because he's gotten 5 Dawn now with this. So when he had he can't attack on the first turn, but why didn't he attack in phase 2? When he played the Nami, couldn't attack, but then that's probably what it is.
Yeah, no.
And how was he on 4 Dawn? I'm a little confused here because he should be at 5 Dawn at this time, and I feel like we missed a swing.
Or it also could be that maybe Jesky did take the on play and just didn't have a first play turn.
Oh, okay. That could be what we're missing here. Yeah.
I'd say. I think all will be revealed once we have the wider camera and we can see Don on the board.
I feel like it's just a little bit off here because I know that Enclave does ramp you a bit here, but a 4-drop would mean that he didn't start. He would only have 3 done that second turn.
Oh, but we're also forgetting about Luffy's leader ability. So I think he can ramp at 0 to 3.
Okay.
So that would bring him up to the 4 that he needed.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so we got a defense here, 8K swing at Luffy.
We got another 8K, another 3K out of it.
That's 4 cards of resources on the defense here. Mm-hmm. No damage getting into this Luffy. Enclave able to copy across the board. I don't know if there is a viable target.
Not really. I mean, you got that Onami at 3.
Yeah.
Oh, but we did see a dangerous combo from Jesse with that Onami. That Onami on play gives your character or leader banish.
Oh.
Which means that Ver does not see those 2 life that get whittled away from him.
Wow.
Which is why he defended it so adamantly.
Vehemently, yes.
Yeah.
Pick this thing up before we lose signal.
Looks like Ver. I want to say that is a Hustis kid because he has buffed his leader up by 1k. Hustis kid is an 8-drop. 8-drop 7k. You get to return a Dawn back to the deck, and you get to buff your leader for the turn by 1. So kind of like that Whitebeard, but just by the 1k. It was still leaving him at a good 7.
Mm-hmm. I almost forgot that amazing Holly is actually got a counter ability as well. That's an impressive common. I can understand why people play it. 5k for 3, you get a counter as well.
Oh yeah,
that is just it. Almost should be a rare card outside of its vanilla stats. Can you tell what the middle card here is? I think it kind of flashed a little bit. I wasn't able to recognize it.
I think that it is the Hustis D kid from the Ultimate starter deck with the 3 captains.
All right.
And again, it was the on play. If you return a Dawn to the deck, you get to buff your leader for 1k.
Wow.
For the rest of the turn until your next turn. Excuse me.
Nami coming in for 6, trying to hit that leader. Looks like he defended that. Looks
like we got another 8 coming 8K in. Coming into a 7. So yeah, just needs a 2k to get out of it. Again, making that math hard.
Right.
Making you really reach for it.
At 5 to 6, actually that much of a difference. You wouldn't think with just 1 extra K, it can have that much of an impact on this game. Gonna take the hits. Interesting.
I'm probably looking for some resources here.
I kind of imagine, because I think I would have taken the hit from the Nami and then just tried to do something to save the double kick.
And here we have Ver playing a Basil Hawkins, kind of a weenie body, but it lets you ramp 1 for free.
Okay. Does it have blocker?
No, it is just a 4-cost 2k. Just a ramping guy.
Alrighty. Interesting play here.
Here we're throwing a 3 right into the Nami.
Okay.
Asking Jeff, keep it or give me cards. There we go. There's that 7,000 8-drop Hustis coming in.
See if he gets any resource on the hand. I haven't seen much from Yamato for saving and using those counters from hand. But on a really good advantage for having. All right, gonna take the hit.
Because unlike because you're not afraid of double hits, you can kind of calculate that I can take 1 or 2 here. I'll get some resources. I'll keep going. He's got 1. I can outrace him.
And Bonclave notably not able to really copy. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you love to see it. It's
right. Nami coming in for an attack.
Nami.
And saved.
Yep.
Eats up double resources. That is impressive for a Nami. 2k Nami getting 2 resources out of hand. All right, we're gonna see a stacked up 8k, 9k. I guess that I represent.
Yeah, that is a 9 face.
Yeah. Coming. It looks like he's gonna take it.
Do we have a trigger here? What is going to happen?
He looked at it for a minute.
We're in the tank right now. Is it effective?
Okay.
Are we going to do it? Oh, it looks like we're just taking... we are triggering the Charlotte Cracker. So you get to summon that by discarding 1 card, which gives him an extra body on board.
Excellent. Cracker does have blocker ability, yes?
Cracker does not have blocker. He is at a Dawn, he'll gain an extra 1,000, so it makes that 1 Dawn effectively 2.
Okay.
And then if you have less life than your opponent, he also gains double attack.
Oh, okay. Something we may see in this matchup. Things are getting real dicey here. I'm sorry about the constant changing. The battery was absolutely overloading. The shininess from Nami just shocking us all. Sun God Nika bringing his presence and just bringing the holiness upon Eustace Kid.
I know it's just a comedic tool, but I like to believe that Nami is the only character that has the hockey strong enough to beat Luffy up.
Yeah. Right. Something that is actual lore accurate. Look at every single time Nami has actually hit
always
Monkey D. Luffy.
Battered and bruised.
Yes. Not many people able to pull it off.
So here we go. We got Jeffsky pulling out the Hody Jones. Looks like
this goes in their favor.
Are we clearing board or are we going for face?
All right, we're going to use the rush ability, going for face. Trying to get that last life before he puts him in one of the danger zone.
And again, you can see that he did not take his life because you only take your life if you are resting the 2 characters, I believe.
Okay, all right.
That is the cost for doing that with Hody. He does still have rush. He's still a angry fish man.
It looked like he did block with an Usopp. Usopp just throwing himself in his best utility possible. Operation Human Shield. Good job, Usopp. Don't think I've ever seen Usopp in play, but I do love that this is the one you always see.
It is one of my favorite Usopp cards is the OG Usopp from his own island. He's just literally running crying. But he's one of the only blue cards with rush, so it's a nice little spice card to
get
fit
a nice
in.
little rest.
Oh yeah, we got
in for a swing. Oh, we're just gonna get it off the field. Obviously doesn't want him copying the Sabaody, right? That's why he's going after number 3.
Yeah, he doesn't want him copying the Hody Jones, so he's arresting that guy. He's attacking into 5 to the 1.
So Hody Jones not really a blocker, but definitely showing enough conviction to have him use his resources to get him off the board. And now we got, what is this, a 10?
So
10K
let's see,
coming?
1, 2, yeah. So 3, that'd be an 8. Oh, unless he put the Amaru onto the Cracker. Never mind. So that
gets a double
8.
block from this one.
That is a 10. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Surviving the turn, doesn't lose a life. Both at 1 life. Goes back to that Luffy player. There, untapping.
And so we have, I think it's just the Basil Hawkins, which is a 2K body, the Nami, which is a 2K body, and our Hustis with the 8K.
Lots of easy attack, limited Dawn investment for this, unless we're going to see a Nami as a 12K. So, I want to see Nami as a 12K. Come on. 12K Nami coming for the swing.
It happens sometimes. It happens, you know? Yeah. But yeah, Ver definitely on a winning state right here. He could swing with everything, and he could Sun God Nika. He could split his energy up into most of, just for a wide board, 2 tall hits with this leader in the Hustis. You know, there's a litany of options that he's got right
here. Here we go, and Nami coming in.
Looks like we are going wide with the Nami with a big 6 to face, asking him, give me cards.
Oh, we got 2 counters out of hand with that.
That is news for Ver, because again, he countered 2 1Ks as opposed to a 2K, which means he doesn't have 2Ks. So here we're going and swinging with the Hustis for 8. We know that he's going to have to take it because he doesn't have the resources. We get the Arlong trigger.
Okay, off the top. Okay, so what does the Arlong trigger do off the top?
Let's go to the board. Let's look it up real fast. Let's see.
Okay, I might be able to pull it up here. Like I did pause it, so we can go back to the deck here.
Here we go.
Arlong right here. Can we see it? And if not, let me zoom in a little bit more.
Let's see. There we go. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. So it looks like Jeff has done that to rest. I want to say probably the Hawkins. To eliminate that little wide swing.
Okay. All right. Let's get back in the gameplay.
So now I guess he's asking Ver, are you gonna swing big with that leader? Because that's all you got.
And loads it up. OT 2-0 from Ver, showcasing Luffy. And the Sun God Nika is pleased, as you can see the glory of all of that bling. All right, we have our last match coming up next, but we have to take a quick bio break. Obviously, got to reset out the board, get everything ready for you, make sure that we can talk about the deck list and see what this is up. Ooh, I can already see a sneak preview of Enel and Queen.
This one is a fun list. And again, shout outs to the homie Ver. Marcus is playing a deck that Ver has helped him construct and lends him, again, well, I think, I don't know if it was me or Ver that said it, but you can only play one deck when you go, so why not give the rest of the cards to lend to someone else?
That's fantastic. Hey, we got Infinite Rose coming in with the first time chat. Hello. Before we go, hit us up with that chat. Help us get those the server going. Can you grab that pack out?
Let's go grab it.
I want to show this off on camera real quick. After this match, we're going to do a D20 roll because I don't even think we've gotten up to 20 yet here. That's the one.
Oh, got you.
Thank you very much. We're going to be giving out this pack to the winner.
We're giving out a dash pack, everybody.
Roll a dice, see what we do, spin the wheel, whatever we have to do. Winner gets this pack. We're going to open it up on channel. This is after the next round. So if you've chatted in the group, I'm Marcus. All right, hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
You get your chance to get in here. So if we know who you are, we'll obviously deliver this to you in person tomorrow when we show up for the next round, week 2 of One Piece Championship Series. And we'll showcase who the leaderboard is. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Obviously, give me some time, clean up the board, get the leaders up here so everything looks nice and clean. Give us just 5 minutes for a quick bio break. We'll be back. But stay tuned. Help us out. Hit up that chat. Start helping that algorithm. Help us get those names out there. Let's get out to the public and show the people what we're presenting to you. That person who chats will get whatever is in this pack, and it has some great hits from what I understand. Hayden says Dirt Man.
Oh yeah, gotta put some dirt on my pillow for the Dirt Man.
All right. Alrighty, we will be right back. Stay tuned, and as always, stay homegrown.